Do you want to know how verse 1 originally went? The me they see may think the me they don't is scandalous. Hush, brain. Just give me the wheel. You treat the world like a foot, you're gonna be the banana peel. I'm only lonely because the internet confuses me. I'm only broken when I'm token any fewer than 15 milli. Not that I need it, but the world's so pretty when I'm too high to see it. With a song like this, the very first line needed to be a punchline. It just cannot be understated how difficult it is innately to build trust on a platform where every fourth thing you see is somebody trying to advertise something to you. And I'm up at night to think that I could lose a fan because the me they see may think the me they don't is scandalous. Just a figment of a paranoid kid in a paranormal parasituationship. There's an expectation to understand the fan, who your fan is, what they're looking for, how you can show up for them in the best way. Part of this lyric of the song is just me sort of wondering how that impedes the art itself, if it does impede the art itself. I'm trying to strike that perfectly blissful ignorance of knowing who's listening, but only caring to a certain extent. I can't loosen my grip for long, in case my other hand decides that I'm holding it wrong. Outwit, outplay, outlast. It'll probably pass. We watch a lot of Survivor in this household, as any good household should. I have felt definitely at times before that if I go more than a few weeks without writing a song for the internet, then I might find myself in a position asking whether I want to do this anymore or not. I mean, Hannah's going to be on the show someday, so it'll be really surreal to sing this line while I'm watching her on the big screen from home. She's smiling at me a lot right now. You want to see?
Oh, yes.
It's not all bad. Atlanta's gorgeous. I make my girlfriend lunch every morning. Seven's a brother. My brother's a prophet. There's art on my walls. Crumbs in my carpet. Atlanta is gorgeous, man. I get to make my girlfriend lunch every morning before she goes to work. My relationship with my manager, Seven, has in a lot of ways never been stronger. You know, after you go on 3 independent tours with somebody, you learn a lot about a person. And so I think our relationship gives me so much excitement about the future. I have a brother who is a literal Hindu temple worker. I mean, he's lived this spiritual Hindu lifestyle for years now. To get to talk to him and see his perspective on the way humans develop healthy habits and the way humans develop unhealthy habits and how counterintuitive the healthy ones can be. I just don't know what I did to deserve so much of this. I just can't fight the feeling that the screen in between us is the whole damn reason we all need this much healing. You wouldn't know trust if it bust through the ceiling. When you think about the concept of empty calories, what does that mean? It means you're eating a bunch of potato chips and you're tricking your body into thinking that it's getting nourished, but you're gonna eventually hit a point where your body stops sending hunger signals because it thinks that it's gotten everything that it needs. And we can't forget that consuming social content online is binging on empty social calories. There's no expectation for you to develop any skills when it comes to reading body language. And it's right there in the name, right? It's consumption. It's not really socialization. Because I didn't ask for this. Making friends with a version of me that only exists because some poor kid outside of San Francisco couldn't find the kill switch. And for a little while, I thought righting some of the deep-rooted wrongs in the tech industry, that might be the kill switch that I am looking for. Thankfully, after 14 months, I realized that I was not passionate enough about the work to find those kill switches and do the kind of right that I want to do with my life. And sometimes it's funny to think that Spence Hood, the brand, Spence Tunes, Spence Talk, that Spence only exists because I couldn't find that kill switch. Good for him, though. He packed up his keyboard and he jumped out the window. He picked up a Virgo, put down his ego. Call the world a haystack, you'll feel like a needle. I'm in my 20s. I'm not trying to claim here that I am completely devoid of ego or have put it down forever, but I certainly have discarded old ideas about the utility that I think it's going to have in my life and career. As an artist, you're always going to be celebrated for being unique and for being different. And what a great way to reinforce othering in your own head subconsciously over the course of years without even realizing you're doing it, which is what felt like it happened to me. I don't believe in evil, and I'm sure that the cure is just telling more people what's mine is yours. And that's fine and all, but I don't recall asking no one here to keep score. I'm trying to give myself grace when it comes to figuring out how to bare my soul while somebody is keeping score of every move. Why have we not realized that it does nothing good for anybody's mental health to have follower counts at the top of every profile's page? How is that number still not hidden across all platforms in 2024? Dollars, politics, bureaucracy. There are plenty of reasons that number is not hidden. But as an artist, it doesn't do a ton of good for our mental health. I would just love to see what the pie chart looks like of artists that enjoy being reminded of their numbers at every turn versus the ones that would love to just forget about it and learn to make their art a little bit stronger. It'll Probably Pass is streaming everywhere now. Thanks so much for having me.